politicians who are sponsoring Ebobiagu, sponsoring this unknown gunmen, sponsoring other armed groups that are unleashing terror on the people of Eastern Nigeria, right? If successfully, right, they turned all those their government houses to places that they themselves don't feel safe in anymore. Do you know that some people won't raise any whim?
True.
Do you get that now? You see, a lot of people got so shocked when we watch videos of civilians. And we know, like I said yesterday, there are those who love easily to want to rub a bit of a denial over it by saying, no, it was done by us. Okay, if this was done by Asari, done by unknown this and that, it is not in the place of Simon to be publishing and promoting that and, you know, revving in that. That is sending a totally wrong message to others. Some people may love it too. There's somebody called me on this program last night and said, well, they were warned. They didn't listen. I was like, okay, now, did you listen to yourself? I am fighting for the freedom of my people from those who have militarily occupied our land. And because I told them to stay at home and they are not staying, that is why we shot at them and burned their cars. How does that sound to you? Does that mean that if we have this Biafra, right, if I disobey the supreme leader, does that mean a death sentence? He said, yes. That's not right, Odogu. That can be the Biafra people like yourself want. Because at the end of the day, right, it's going to be from frying pan to fire. Don't you think?
Absolutely, you are right. We share the same views.
So that's the point. A lot of people don't even get it. Okay, and is this Simon that is sending them? If he's not sending them, why is he publishing their videos and saying yes? It's all over the social media. It's all over his internet. What do you call it? His Twitter page. He hasn't even deleted them. So when people try to kind of push the blame elsewhere, it is like insulting our intelligence. And this is what we are trying to say, that, you see, if you publicly promote this, it simply means you are in on it.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
You
but
I mean
one thing
that we are totally against how he's done a lot of great work.
Absolutely.
You get what
but
I mean
one
now?
thing I will not
yeah.
One thing I will not do is you see, an average Nigerian is a victim of Nigerian government.
I do,
including me and you. You saw the way we grew up. You saw the way they took my father. You know, they shot my father, and all those experiences. We are victims. Now, imagine a victim attacking another victim. So one thing I will not do, regardless, is just like, no matter how bad your children are, you are still a parent. You will always love them. No matter how bad Simon has become, even though he was wrong, I will condemn his wrong actions, but
that is what
he is still a victim of the Nigerian situation.
To my face. You know, one thing is this, and I hate people insulting my intelligence, okay? They are actually telling me to go and investigate what I know. Some of them are even telling me that what I don't know is more than what I know. I'm like, just shut up, man. Is that what you say to yourselves? What you don't know is more than, so, like, you get what I mean? You are insulting the intelligence of people. This guy never hide this level of barbarity. And a lot of us are watching and we're like, no, it shouldn't be this way.
My if you remember my case, I could possibly say similar things. You know what I said? You know what I said the other day?
Yep.
These people killed my father, 34 years. My mom was 28, 7 children. They killed my father just like that because he couldn't give money. And while he drove off, this soldier fired at him from the back and splashed his brains all over the place. Imagine if I say such thing. Don't I have a right to say it? Is it not the reason why Netanyahu is taking arms against Hamas and dealing with them? Because we remember the horrors of October 7th. When you are feeling pain, you know what you are going through, and that pain drives your passion for whatever you do. It may be justified, it may not be justified, but the way you go about your pain determines how you respond. Because
imagine for a second, right? That because in the time of that anger in paying back what the Hamas did, which we have seen what that has led to, right? Netanyahu now turned the Israeli weapons on Israelis. Simply because it felt like, I'm just using it now, like it felt like some of these Israelis in Israel, they are supporting Hamas. do you think the Israelis will still take him the way they are taking him?
But there's a part to this that I wanted to mention yesterday,
Right.
but the line went off.
Right.
You and I know that there's a third factor playing role in that Eastern Nigeria, and that is the Nigerian government.
Right.
Nigerian government, because of the kind of propaganda they are playing, they will not stop at nothing from paying people. Remember what happened in Abia State when they went and killed some people and kidnapped some people. Nigerian government is capable of anything, including taking credit for some death.
This is the denial I'm trying to stop as well. You see, if Nigeria, like for example, let's say they paid people, okay, and they are making the video, is it in the place of Simon to be publishing the same video on his Twitter?
Correct. That's where I'm not happy. Yes, that's where I'm not happy.
Where I am. This is where I am now. That even if you want to say some people are being sponsored to do it, but Simon is uploading the video, the pictures, gory pictures, videos on his own platform, claiming responsibility. His supporters don't want to even see it that way.
Correct. That's why I'm not happy with it.
Their evidence is there. Go onto his Twitter right now. They are there.
No, I do.
So can we still turn around and say the government
is
sponsoring them when somebody else is posting the video, claiming responsibility? Can we?
My brother, that's, we share views on that
angle. Where I am as well. I'm not saying there are no other thought factors. I've admitted to that on this platform. I've given evidences of that here too, right? But what happened is that if somebody posts a video and say, we told them to sit at home, they did not listen, that won't settle down well with me. And this is where I am. So if somebody now come around and say he didn't do it, and I'm like, but he's claiming responsibility. He
played into their hands.
Okay. So if we now say, oh, he only played into their hands, isn't that understandable than to say, oh, you, Mayegun, you don't understand? What do you mean I don't understand? That is playing on my own intelligence, you get? But anyway, Odogu.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. But but he's still our brother. He's still my brother, and a parent cannot condemn his child, no matter how bad it is. We'll still pray for a release because my people are suffering. The Biafrans are suffering. In fact, we have psychologically left Nigeria. You and I know that already. And the only reason why we don't have IDP in the southeast is because of these terrorists know that there's a force waiting for them once they come in.
That's right.
So thank you so much for your reflection on this situation.
Thank you so much as well for your understanding. Okay, you have a good one, Odogu. I'll see you again.
You too, my brother. Thank you.
Sir. Yeah. So I think Ed is calling back. Have I not spoken to you earlier? Hello.
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 Yeah.
I think we did speak earlier, didn't we?
No, this is our
I picked it and it dropped, Abby.
Yeah. No, you're misquoting me. You're misquoting me.
Grand. Thank you so much for calling back. Okay, please.
Okay. What is there? Yeah, my full name is Oradibe.
Oradike.
Oradibe Oganazu.
Bless you, Baba. Please.
I'm dwelling in Eastern region.
Oh.
I will not disclose the location to you.
Are you?
Yes.
I mean, this is great. So somebody from the Eastern region can add your view to this, and it makes it more interesting. Please go ahead, Oradike.
I will give you one or two clarification.
Go ahead, sir.
I will bet with my head. BLA, Biafran Liberation Army, has never ever hurt a citizen or a civilian of Nigeria or Biafran going on their own. They haven't do that. You watch all these people who comes to destroy people's belonging on the day of sit at home, we lay them on the road is a plot from governor, federal government, their representatives are Sari Dokubo guys in River State. I'm telling you of what I know. I'm telling you of what I'm a part of. that they are paid to come and do this thing and target the name of Biafra. And when you see Simon...
Hang on, okay, before you continue, okay? Did you hear the conversation I had with Odogu earlier? Right?
Yes, I heard it. That is why I come.
If the ones we have seen were sponsored people, and most of these videos, I didn't see them from third parties. I saw them on Simon's Ekpa's.
If you can let me in, that's where I'm going to.
Okay,
that's where I'm going to.
Go on.
So for you to see these very videos on Simon's Ekpa's page is for comprehensive of what is this as this thing happened now. What is this? There is no way Biafran soldiers can kill a defender and a Biafran soldier and use his head, be dancing along the road. Federal government, federal police will never come after them. That's what they did. All these people who gang together and sold Nnamdi Kanu were using the money they have and the funding of federal government to sabotage Igbo land and Biafra land so that they will call them another name. It's what's going on. I know how many times I've been approached, but I said no. So I'm not talking what I don't know. But what I'm praying for and what we are facing now, every truth will come to an end. Believe you me, if you know the name of the people who sold Nnamdi Kanu, my dear, if you see them, you will never allow them to pass on the road. And those who sit on it, and those who collaborated on it, because of what? They want to have a name. They say they want to become reasonable in Nigerian political party. They will say it. They are saying it openly. That is why you see them jubilating. Simon Ekpa is arrested. Simon Ekpa is arrested. It's not moving me an inch. Because
stop the struggle
to defend Biafra land, Simon Ekpa will not be there. We are ready. We full ground to defend Biafra land.
Well,
even though Simon Ekpa made it.
Yeah, so yourself being an active player in there, you are vowing to say that you would never hurt a civilian in a way.
Never. Okay, look at it now. Just look at
go on.
Just look at Nigeria. Look at Nigerians. Terrorists has been killing Nigerians since 1999. Since 1999, whom do you think has anybody brought to justice? None.
No.
Anybody has there? None. They kill. They'll do everything, but none has been on the trail of justice.
I know.
What they used to do is when they give those guys little money. I know many of them who pull away from IPOB, who pull away from Eastern Security, who pull away from Simon Ekpa. They went and go and take money. Who is their funder? Who give them money? Transaction money. Who pulls on them? What is his name? Let Oba is the one that carried them and buy a bike for them and give them gun. Fund them, fuel them. They call them Ebubag, but they are killers. They go to people, rape rape family, kill everything, and tell you the name is IPOB, is Biafran Liberation Army. The Biafran Liberation Army has never ever in life, even though as people used to be, because when I was in army, when we get a place, we see banana, we start to get it or take people's food. They never do this thing because they are warned. As soon as you do it, you go down. You don't need to soil your thread. That is an oath to be up and doing. So what we are fighting is for freedom. We don't need to oppress people. That's what I want to say. So anybody
that is actually really fair.
When you see
and then
let me say something. Me say something.
Right.
When you see Simon Ekpa paging things, the one about Biafran soldiers, the one about Nigerian soldiers, the one of these slave people do is keeping and waiting for judgment, because we know who do whatever they do. By the day of judgment, all of them will be evidence to everybody. That is why you see that very thing. It seems as why do we do it? So if you want to see it, you go there and see it. And when you ask him, he will give you the answer of everything.
For the sake of this conversation, okay, I am just going to, take what you have said. But, my point stands, okay, where, videos of this assault, right? These killings as well.
Yes.
Where Simon wasn't asking questions. Simon was actually saying, we warned you in a Biafra land. We'll give you this, we'll give you that. And see, you being an active member, like you said, okay, telling us that in your own command, you will never hurt the civilian. It's really refreshing to hear.
Never.
So I'm going to take your word for it.
Never.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Never. Except
go on.
We're after those who carry gun. We are after those who carry gun and those who come to kill our children and destroying our farm and destroying everything. Even though those Fulani comes with their cow, no gun with them, we just chase them away. They go away, carry their cow and go away. But as soon as you're on uniform, you carry gun, you're a target because we know what you come for. So war has been in Nigeria. Only a foolish that there is no war in Nigeria. There is a war.
There is.
Thank you, my brother.
With that too. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay.
It's refreshing. And I kind of see you'll be the second person who is a very strong advocate for Simon, who sounds so rational. Okay. And I appreciate it that you find it interesting to call into this program today. All right. It makes it balanced.
Thank you, so
Baba. All right. Take it easy too.
Thank
all
you,
right.
Baba.
Cheers.
Bye.
So I am almost out of time, or we are almost out of time. But here is a caller. We have just about 10 minutes to go. Here. Hello.
My king.
Hey,
my king.
Prince Adebayo from Sweden.
My king.
It's been
my
an
king.
interesting morning. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, my king. My king, I'm fine.
Bless you.
See this matter of this terrorism or separatism or whatever, you know. There's something I just discovered about all of these people who champion these causes.
Right.
Ranging from the one in the creek, what's that one name?
Asari.
The fat one. Asari. This one they just arrested. All of them. There's something that they lack that you can see. They are naive. You cannot be fighting a good cause from a wrong location. That is one. If you are fighting for the cause of Biafra, which is a legitimate cause, the first and foremost, you must get your lobbyists right. And you must seek out the countries that are sympathetic. Now, we don't know up to today, after how many years, after how many lives have gone, we don't know how many countries are sympathetic. How can you locate yourself in a country where you don't know whether they are sympathetic
to your cause?
Or not? And you are located there. That is one. Two, how can you travel to another country? That's Nnamdi Kanu now. How can you travel to another country without pure proper knowledge that there is Interpol and there are countries that are doing deals? You cannot champion a cause for people as enlightened as Biafrans. And you champion it from a place of lack of knowledge and lack of exposure and lack of network and lack of, what's it called again? Allies.
Some intelligence report as well.
Some intelligence reports. You sit down in your bedroom and be championing the cause.
Yeah, Showore said something recently. He said when he met with Mazi in New York a few years back, right? He said he told him that, you see this Biafran cause that you are embarking upon is so great. So, but you know what? You have put a mark or a target on your back.
On your back.
Which means you have to be careful where you go, who you interact with.
Yes.
Because a lot of they will use you to get a good deal from Nigeria. If
exactly.
He said it.
Exactly. Okay, now you are champions. Since they have been championing this team, many people have died. But they are championing from the position of one person. How can you champion Biafra from Finland? What is the stance of Finland? Is Finland against Nigeria? So that means any day that Finland is tired or they want to use you as a
bargaining chip,
they'll just hand you over. Yes, they will hand you over. This is kind of thing that's why I don't put my mouth in this kind of thing. You cannot champion a cause for people as intelligent as those people from your bedroom. Like you're moving here. Right? That is because there's something. Where is the fund coming from? The fund must be coming. You must be benefiting somehow for you to put yourself in that kind of danger. Because that is a dangerous position to put yourself. The Arabs, they know this thing better. Till tomorrow, they cannot tell you who are the Hezbollah or what's the other one, Hamas. They have countries that are sympathetic to their cause. That is why Israel is continually fighting the countries that are sympathetic to them. Because there are many countries sympathetic. Who are the countries sympathetic to you? Why are you endangering your family? And then you are championing a cause as beautiful as the cause of Biafra. You put yourself there. People are sympathetic to you. But then, where is the fund coming from? Where is the fire coming from? Who are your people? Before Nnamdi Kanu
Part of the charges right now is that is using Finland as a base to fundraise, to fund terrorism. I've seen the charge paper, Baba. I probably will bring it up later this evening. So that people can know that this is not an invitation. Like some people want to believe. They only invited him. They will let him go soon. But it's not an invitation.
You see?
This is a case.
How can you allow yourself to be in such... How can you put yourself as a guinea pig in this kind of war? In this global war today? Go and learn from the Arabs. Go and learn from them.